Good morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams, and this morning our focus is on a nonprofit organization made up of more than 600 women who are committed to promoting volunteerism and supporting the community, the Junior League of Milwaukee. And it's a pleasure to have here Miss Joely Urdan, who's the president of the Junior League. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. And as I just stated, you're the president of the Junior League of Milwaukee. If you would, kind of fill us in on this long, rich history that you have in the city.
As you mentioned, the Junior League is a nonprofit organization comprised of over 600 women, and we're currently in our 99th year in Milwaukee, which is really extraordinary.
Yeah.
And together we work throughout the community with different nonprofit partners, providing different programming as well as one-day service projects. And the other part of our mission is to promote women's leadership. And so through our work in the community, we train our members to become leaders both within our organization and throughout the Milwaukee community.
Great, thank you. You put that in a nutshell so well. And the members of Junior League, you have created various programs or organizations that play a huge part in the city, right?
That's right. We have a rich history of working with other organizations and really spawning some very successful and long-standing projects. Probably the best example of that is the Blood Center of Wisconsin, which the Junior League of Milwaukee was integral in starting.
Wow, I didn't know that. So
yes, people are usually surprised.
Yeah, and just to look at the difference that you've made in the community and then look at what the Blood Center has been able to do is just remarkable. So that's what happens when great minds come together, right?
Exactly.
And so let's talk about some of your programs and services that you offer through Junior League of Milwaukee. You have Kids in the Kitchen, and some people may automatically think that has something to do with cooking. What exactly is it?
Well, it is a nutritional program that we offer in partnership with the YMCA, and it is a series of 3 different sessions that children can attend with their parents or guardians. And we teach them about nutrition and more specifically about healthy eating, about portion control, as well as the role that exercise plays in healthy living.
Yeah, and it's a huge deal, that subject itself, because childhood obesity is an important subject. Of course, you've got the First Lady, Michelle Obama, who has made it one of her signature campaigns, but it's a growing epidemic in our country and the #1 health concern among parents. According to the CDC, in the last 30 years, the amount of children struggling with obesity has more than doubled. So it just goes to show that your Kids in the Kitchen program is right on target.
Yeah, it's very timely, and that's really why we started offering it. The program is a few years old, but it's as relevant, if not more relevant today than it was a few years ago, and we've just really had great feedback and success with the participants, and I think everyone leaves the program feeling like the Junior League has taught them more about the topic.
Absolutely. And you have what you call the Teen Transition Program. What's that all about?
That is a program that we started in partnership with Kids Matter, and it is focused on young people who are aging out of the foster care system. It's an area where there aren't a lot of great services and resources, and Kids Matter identified that as an area that they wanted to address, and so we were happy to work with them to do that. Again, it's an area where we provided programming to those young people, teaching them life skills that they may not have already learned, and there have been really great successes coming out of that program.
Yeah, and this is yet another huge issue, as you stated. In 2012, more than 23,000 children in America in foster care. They actually aged out of the system, not because they reunited with their families or because they were adopted, but simply because they got too old to be in the system. And what happens is the kids are really left to fend for themselves, and they may not have the appropriate tools to get out there and take care of themselves. So another great program that you have. Since we're talking about it, what in fact do you provide to young people through this program?
So the program involves life skills training, as I mentioned, and that includes things as basic as balancing a checkbook and creating a budget. Also resume writing for those students who are inclined to help with college applications, as well as some career counseling. What are the options for them? What might they want to do in their own futures, and helping them identify what their future path might be. We also have run a fundraiser for many years called the Grand Garage Sale, and in connection with that, we also sent the graduates of the program off with supplies that they might need, as well as gift cards to local retailers so that they could purchase household items and other things that they would need to get started on their own.
How awesome is that? I love it. So that leads me to believe that maybe at times you take donations to help with scenarios like this.
We are always thrilled to take donations, both generally and in conjunction with any specific program. And for anyone who's interested in learning more about the programs that they might donate to or provide resources to, they can find that information on our website.
Okay, thank you for sharing that. And I mentioned early on that your mission is built on volunteerism. If you could tell us about your Done in a Day committee, because this is where you specifically focus on things that you feel are affecting Milwaukee's youth.
Our focus areas are the health, education, and nutrition of women and children in the Milwaukee area. And so our Done in a Day committee finds opportunities to offer to our members and their one-day service projects. So as a great example, this past weekend, the Junior League sponsored the refurbishment of a playroom at the Milwaukee Women's Shelter. And so that involved repainting, providing carpet and furniture, and as I may somewhere have on my body still some paint splatter. So
that happens.
those are the kinds of projects that we do in connection either with existing partners. Sometimes we will go back and revisit past partners, and otherwise we're just exploring other nonprofits within the community, because our members are really interested in learning about other nonprofit organizations in the community, areas of need in the community, where they on their own time or in connection with the Junior League might have some opportunity to help those other organizations.
Wow, and I'd like to mention a few of your partners that you've worked with along the way. Habitat for Humanity, Big Brothers Big Sisters, United Way, the Milwaukee Police Department, as well as MPS. So you've pretty much covered the gamut of different organizations that serve our community in many different ways.
Absolutely. We do try to get around to many different organizations, again, to introduce our members to those organizations, to various projects that exist within the community. And again, it also serves as research for the Junior League to try to determine where we might help other organizations in the future and try to develop future projects.
All right. Well, this is a great time to give out your website address as well as a phone number so that people can find out more information about maybe some of the things you've talked about or some of the other things that you offer that we don't get to today.
Our phone number is 414-289-9242, and our website is JLMILW.org.
All right, it's right there on the screen so people can jot that down. And how, in fact, do individuals go about becoming a member of the Junior League of Milwaukee?
It's very easy. We are open to any woman in the greater Milwaukee area who's 21 years or older. And interested women can either call our office, contact us through our website, and we have a committee that then reaches out to those women. We sponsor programs throughout the year where orientation sessions where interested members can come and learn more about our history and how we're organized and the kind of work that we do throughout the community. And so once someone reaches out to us, someone from the league will reach back out to them and get them connected with the league.
Sounds good to me. Now this year is your 99th year, and so needless to say, next year will be your centennial anniversary, a huge deal. And it seems to me that the Junior League of Milwaukee is always thinking ahead and trying to make a difference even while you're in celebration of what you've done for so many years. You have chosen a community partner to celebrate your 100th anniversary, and I'm eager to hear more about that.
We couldn't be more thrilled both to be celebrating our 100th anniversary next year, as well as to be engaging in this partnership. And based on our history of working with other community organizations and starting some really great programs, as well as helping other organizations get off the ground, we thought it was fitting to recognize our 100th anniversary by selecting a project as our 100th anniversary project. And we selected the Milwaukee Center for Independence, and its project that will be focused on treating babies born to drug-addicted mothers. And it will be building a facility to treat those babies, and because that project fell squarely within our community focus area, it just seemed like a great fit at the right time. As well, the Milwaukee Center for Independence is celebrating its 75th anniversary, so it really is the bringing together of two longstanding community organizations that have made such a difference in the city.
Yes, and I'm excited to see what comes of this. It's just goes without saying that a lot of times when organizations like yours and the Milwaukee Center for Independence, you do things and a lot of people don't know about it. So it's my pleasure to have you here and make everyone aware. Now, with this particular partnership, the Junior League of Milwaukee, you're making a financial commitment up to 5 years. And you're also going to be supporting this new community facility through volunteerism. So what are some of the things that you know at this point that you'll be doing in that particular facility?
Well, the Junior League has pledged $100,000 toward the project, which we, again, are happy to do and proud to do. And it makes sense given that it's our 100th anniversary. And so in addition to the financial commitment, we will be working with MCFI over the course of the next year to define exactly what the partnership will look like. But we already have a member who is serving on an advisory board concerning the project. And we expect to provide hundreds, if not thousands, of hours of volunteer service to the project, and as I said, we'll spend the next year defining exactly what that is, but we're really excited both to be able to make that financial commitment as well as to support MCFI in any way that we can as they get this facility started.
I think it's awesome. And as we wrap up, Joely, you are the new president of the Junior League of Milwaukee, and so you've been a member for quite some time, but you are now the president. What does that title mean for you?
Well, it means a lot. I couldn't be more proud of the Junior League of Milwaukee as well as to be a member, and I'm coming behind some phenomenally accomplished women. And so for me, after 8 years of membership, it's really my opportunity to take everything that I've learned through my membership in the league and through my own professional life and really give that back to the organization. And at this time in our history, it's a really exciting time to be the president because having finished 98 years, working through our 99th, to be able to help chart the course for our futures is really gratifying.
Yeah, I think you put that very well. So congratulations on your new title, and thank you so much for stopping by and telling us more about the great things that you're doing at the Junior League of Milwaukee.
And thank you. I really appreciate you having me.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure. Joely Urdan is the president of the Junior League of Milwaukee, and you can log on to jlmilw.org for more information or give them a call at 414-289-9242. And when we return to Our Issues Milwaukee, we'll talk with a representative from the organization that was selected as the Junior League of Milwaukee's 100th anniversary community partner. We're going to find out more about the Milwaukee Center for Independence right after this.